Hello y'all, welcome back. It's time once again for another favorites video. It's a good one. I say that every time, but I'm quite excited about this one. As always, I will link everything for you down below. I'm going to break it up by categories. I'll put timestamps. You know, these are my favorite videos because I get to ramble a bit. Let us jump in. We're going to start with lifestyle category favorites first. I haven't done much Halloween decorating this year, unfortunately. Not because I didn't want to, but because moving into the office and everything has just kind of taken over a lot of my spare time. I just haven't gotten around to it. But what I did get around to doing was hunting down and finding, if you know me, you know I like weird things and I like cute things, sometimes things that are a little unexpected. Jelly cats are amongst my favorite brand of stuffed animals. It's the stuffed animal that I give as a gift to everybody I know who's having a baby. The Halloween collection from Jellycat is so good. Hackety Hoot Nightly, which is just like this kind of slightly grumpy looking little owl. That's what like started me off on purchasing some of these for Halloween. This is Hocus Crow, which is just kind of this like Eeyore of crows. He's like a little sad and depressed looking, but adorable. I love it. You guys know, I mean, I have pet llamas, okay? I love animals. And Stuart, my Brussels Griffon, I love animals that just by the nature of their face look a little sarcastic. It's just the way I like it. And this is Lachlan Sad Rat. I spent a ridiculous amount of time hunting these down to find them. I will link them where I can find them. They constantly sell out, so check back or maybe set like alerts for them if you want any of them. They mostly just hang out in my office. At some point I will take them home and add them to the little bit of Halloween decorations we have at home. But right now I kind of just like having them up here in my office. I will link in the description box from the reel I did sharing our Halloween decorations last year. I will link that down below so that you can see everything that I typically like to decorate with. Like I said, it's very like non-scary. We have like a really fun little cauldron that is really just an essential oil diffuser. But I have a little like skeleton bathing candle thing, stuff like that. It's really not scary at all. It's just kind of how I like it. It's the vibes I like for Halloween. By the way, you're gonna wanna stay tuned to the end of this video because I have a couple of very exciting little tidbits of information / announcements I really think will be worth your while. So you're probably gonna wanna stay tuned to the end. I'm just saying. All right, the next little lifestyle type item that I have to share with you is this little thingy-ma-blooper, ma-bobber, thingy-ma-jig. Now, you might be saying, Angie, what in the heck is that? When I saw this, I thought, genius. I wish I would have thought of it. I might be a millionaire. But we ladies know drinking out of a straw constantly is like the quickest way to get like smoker lines around your lips, even when you're not a smoker. So drinking out of a straw can do that. Now with like the craze of the Stanley, and I own a lot of like those 20, 40 ounce cups that have straws. And so this is specifically from Stanley. It's a 2-pack. It's not at all expensive, but it's a straw topper that allows you to drink out of your Stanley cup through the straw, but in a flattened, I really don't want to demonstrate and like put this on my mouth. I just feel like that's just begging for trouble. It allows you to drink out of it in like a flattened shape instead of in a puckered straw shape. They call it the Stay Smooth because they know. Okay, the next little item is my mouse silicone bump thing. I call it my mouse bump. That's not the technical name for it, but I love Mac products. I love my Mac computers and laptops and things. And you get so in the habit of how they work and how the mouses operate and how to use your fingers on it that it's very hard to switch to something else. However, the Mac mouse, the Apple mouse, Magic Mouse as it were, is totally non-ergonomic. I mean, nobody thought about ergonomics when they created this mouse. And when I have to do a lot of video editing and I'm constantly having to move and slide and cut and like I'm really like editing multiple videos back to back and I'm using my hand a lot, I will get like cramps in this inner part of my hand. I was searching for solutions. Of course, one of the solutions is just to buy an ergonomic mouse. However, I tried 4 different ones and I just cannot get the hang of anything else. I feel like it's slowing me down too much, that I'm just not willing to deal with the learning curve, okay? Then I found this little like bump thing that goes on top of your Magic Mouse. It just like adheres. You kind of figure out where the position will work best, peel off the sticky thing and stick it to the top. Easy peasy. And it just kind of fills this part of your hand so that when you're sliding your mouse around, you still have access to the finger pads and all of that. But so that when you're sliding your mouse around, your hand is in a more claw-like position, which is a more natural hand position. Next on the list, which also happens to be today's video sponsor, is Daily Harvest. Their smoothies, I gotta say, are my absolute favorite because they really allow you to start your day right, start your eating right for the day. If you're a smoothie person in the morning, I really do like to have them like late morning, early, like lunch when I break my fast. I love to break it with a smoothie. You don't have to like get all caught up in all of the nutrition trends. You can really keep it simple and make proven choices that are easy. So eating a foundation of fruits and vegetables is really the simplest way. That's it. Bottom line, fruits and veggies, good, healthy stuff. It's food that is grown. It's not engineered. So there's no ingredients on the list that you can't pronounce or identify, nothing weird. Daily Harvest believes in shortcuts, but not cutting corners. Not only are they delicious, but they are delivered right to your door frozen, and they are delivered frozen for a reason. That way they lock in the nutrients, the flavors, they stay at their peak when they're frozen. You can always have clean food on hand that's ready to be eaten when you're ready to eat it. All of the food from Daily Harvest is 100% gluten-free, dairy-free. It is nutrient dense and it's made without refined sugars. For me, especially here at the office, being able to be consistent with making good, healthy food choices has been a game changer. And Daily Harvest has really made it so easy for me. So easy that I really just don't have any excuses. You can use my link down below to check out Daily Harvest for yourself. I obviously highly recommend them. And if you use my code Angela15, that is going to get you 15% off your first box of $100 or more. Now let's jump into a few fashion items and then we'll do beauty. So I want to share with you something that I feel like gets skipped over a lot. Like people just don't talk about this little hack as much as they should. And that is, ladies, buying from the men's department, okay? And what I want to share with you is this flannel that is from the men's department at Walmart. Why? Because it is under $13. I believe it is $12.98. It comes in about 25 different patterns or colors. It is the softest flannel that you will ever feel just from the jump, but as you wash it, it gets softer, which is just kind of a rarity. And for an item that costs as little as this does, it's a great quality. I'm just gonna say that. I happen to really, really love these flannels. The other reason that I love them is because they cut men's shirts much longer for the purpose of men being able to tuck in their shirts and have them not pull up and stuff. Men's shirts are longer, so I can naturally and easily wear it with leggings if I want to, without having to worry about, does this brand offer this version in a tall, which is what's usually required for me to wear a standard cut like Oxford shirt with leggings, is that I have to get it in a tall. But I don't have to worry about that because the men's ones, they fit that way naturally. Now, I like to get mine in a medium because I just like to be able to wash and dry things as easily as possible, and knowing that there's going to be like a teeny bit of shrinkage, though not bad. I tend to go for a medium. I also like a really oversized fit. I try not to skip looking at the men's stuff. I do forget from time to time, but I really try to remember to take a peek at the men's stuff as well, especially new fall fashion. Sorry, I'm sitting on my foot and it's going to sleep, and I'm realizing that that is a bad idea because once it does go to sleep, then I'm just gonna sit here and giggle. Now I just messed up the camera angle because I've shrunk down. Oh well. Y'all will forgive me. Yes? Yes. The next item that I want to share with you is this Amazon wrap shawl thingy. I'm a big fan and have been for many years of like a good cashmere shawl, pashmina type, almost like oversized scarf. I mean, there's lots of different names for these things. I find that a good like sweater knit, whether it's cashmere or not, like wrap type thing, is one of my most used and worn things in the winter, because it's almost like having your own little personal blanket with you, and you can dress them up, dress them down. This one from Amazon I really like because it's got this just little kick of something special, which is it has this belt hook thing on it that makes it so you're not just draping it over your shoulders or trying to tie it or something like that. No, no, no. It like naturally, you drape it, and then you slide it through the little like slot thing, almost like a belt loop, if you will, and it stays in place and pulls it together in a way that makes it look like a top, like something that's just more of a, you know, relaxed, flowy top vibe. Is one of the best purchases. I actually purchased 2 other variations of it. One that I found that was a rib knit. I think it's supposed to arrive today, so if it arrives before I put this video up, then I will insert that footage here so you can see what it looks like. But I love this. It's not expensive. The next item is this long sleeve shirt from NOT, which is another Amazon brand. It's one of my favorites. There's a few brand names, if you will, from Amazon that I just know I'm most likely gonna like what I order from them. NOT is one of those. Now, this might just at first blush seem like a basic long sleeve shirt, which it is. The neckline is kind of a boxier shape, but it is kind of rounded off, so it's not fully like a square neckline. But the material, okay? This is one of the softest shirts ever. I think it's technically like a brushed knit. It is so insanely soft. So insanely soft. Very long, nice and long. Could definitely be worn like under a flannel or something, and very affordable, under $10. I think I got mine on a flash sale where it was like $8.99 or $7.99 or something crazy like that. So I really love this top. It's one I'm going to be wearing a ton this fall and winter. It comes in multiple color options, fits very true to size. So I just had to mention that because it's an affordable basic that I know I'm going to be wearing a ton of. And the second it arrived and I opened it and felt it, I was like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I was going to save this next item for an upcoming designer dupes, but it's just too good to not share with you right now as soon as I possibly can, is this Chanel dupe bag from Amazon. This bag is absolutely stunning. It's meant to be a lookalike dupe, if you will, for the Chanel bag, which of course is just a classic bag. However, I love this one because if I was ever to buy a real Chanel bag, first of all, I would want to buy a vintage one. That's become like my preference for a lot of designer things. Is I find that my favorites and the ones I end up keeping and not reselling are the ones that I buy vintage. I really love that. I love vintage handbags. So if I was ever going to buy a real one, it would be a vintage one, and it would be black and gold. I wouldn't pay the money for a Chanel in this color because it's not quite timeless, but I love this color and I wear it all the time. I just know that, like, I don't see 80-year-old Angie necessarily carrying this bag. So to me, if I'm going to invest in it, none of this matters. I'm just explaining to you my thought process because this is an incredible quality dupe. It's a very good quality, hence that it's not like $20. I believe it is, depending on the size. This is the large one. It's got the flap, as you see, the zipper here, the same compartments and everything. It's definitely a higher quality than your average lookalike or dupe bag. It doesn't have like Chanel logos. It's not a knockoff. It doesn't have the logos on it or anything. It's just, again, the vibe, the look. And I just adore this like gunmetal gray hardware with the very like burgundy plummy colored quilted leather. It's just beautiful. One of my favorite handbag purchases, maybe of all time, but certainly from Amazon. All right, let's move on to some of the beauty items. I do a lot of fashion videos, so I feel like I just want to share like a few of my very favorite things and then move on to some other topic areas that we don't discuss as much here. Understand that I love perfume. I buy a lot of perfume. So when I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this or I love that or whatever, understand that next month I will probably have another one that I like, though I have a feeling there's a few that have made it to my shelf of like, could possibly become like my signature scent, ones that I reach for all the time. And this is definitely going on that list. This is from Deadcool, Deedcool, fragrance number 1. For some reason, I have it in my head that this is an offshoot of Free People or Free People movement. I cannot recall off the top of my head at this very moment, but I got a sampler. They offered to send me some stuff, and I said, you know what, I don't have, and never used anything before. So they just sent me a laundry detergent and a little perfume sampler. You know, that's my favorite thing, by the way, when there's like a brand of perfume that I've never tried before. I love getting the little samplers because 1, you often find that mixing them, you get the scent you really want, and 2, it allows you to be able to sniff them all, try them all, wear them all, see how they wear on you, how they smell. Because perfumes just smell so different once you spray them on you and wear them for a little bit. Then I came across this one, which is fragrance number 1. And the second I sprayed it, I was like, oh my goodness. And then as time went on, I'm not kidding you. I'm like embarrassed to tell you that I just kept like sniffing myself for the rest of the day. And I was like, I smell so good. I smell amazing. It was enticing me to me. All right, I can't explain it for you. I just love this perfume. Of course, I will put the notes and everything here on the screen. This could very well become my like lifetime signature scent. It's not overpowering. This is absolutely like a daily wear kind of a perfume with anything and everything, okay? All right, next I wanna tell you about these nails that I have been wearing and using. I have gotten some questions about the nails that I like, what colors, etc. Obviously these are not, well, maybe not obviously, but these are not my real nails. They are artificial nails. I found this company. I ordered a couple of different sizes to try, fell in love with them. And since July, these are all that I've been wearing since July. They are Celebritips is the name of the brand. There's 2 different shapes that I like in these, the extra short almond and the extra short round. The reason that I love these is because they make your nails look like you had them done at the salon. Because of the shape of them, they give you that apex on your nail. I have no idea if I'm gonna be able to zoom in enough to show you. They give you that apex on your nail, that kind of like lift, if you will, in the middle, which is what often the nail artists, nail technicians will do to give you some strength to your nail, is they'll build it up there in the middle and then thin it out towards your cuticles and towards the tip. And that's the way that these are shaped, which makes them look like you had your nails done, okay? I love the color options, the neutral ones, the milky white ones. These are true nude, lavender water. I do not remember the names of the ones I have on currently. Sheer Milk is the other one that I wore a ton in July. And inside each of these little packages, this is the other reason, okay? It's not some flimsy box that's gonna fall apart and make a big mess. You get this little like plasticky container. Obviously for initial display, your nails are in the little clear plasticky, some of them, little thing right there. But if you take that tray out, then you lift it. Underneath, you have your fingernails, glue, a file. There's a cuticle pusher. It also comes with glue strips if you don't want to use the liquid glue. And then the instructions for how to do it are like written up here. The nail glue, incredible. Like I don't substitute anything. In fact, they just released like a brush glue. I ordered that. I also ordered and used their remover because guess what? You have to use the remover to get them off. These will stay on for 3 weeks, no problemo, okay? I have to remove them with their nail glue remover. That is how well they stay on if you apply them properly. Far and away, the best press-on artificial nails I've ever used, the best quality of the nails themselves, the best quality of the glue. I just toss this little kit into my purse just in case. And I've never needed to pull it out, not one single time. I still carry it with me just in case I need to reapply something or whatever. I've never needed to use it. I currently don't have a thumbnail right now because I have a little nail issue going on. So I need to let this nail just breathe. So I haven't been putting an artificial nail on my thumbnail, which looks a little weird, but whatever, it's fine. So I currently don't have one on that, but that's not because it broke or fell off or something. It's because I need to let my natural nail breathe. If you are somebody who likes to DIY things, if you will, or wants to be able to do your nails at home, but you're not loving the results from just like regular press-ons, try the Celebritips. I do not think that you will be disappointed. They do have variations with like little nail art on them and stuff. That's not really my bag. I just like the neutrally ones. I do have some red ones. I'm really hoping that they will come out with some darker ones for like fall that have more of like a chocolatey, you know, dark or even almost black color to them. I love those for the fall and winter. So I'm hoping that they'll have something like that available eventually. Highly recommend those. This next item, shout out for all my veiny ladies. I have got like little spider veins like nobody's business on my legs. And in the winter and fall, especially when I don't have any kind of a self tanner on, but I still might want to wear a skirt or a dress or something, even where my legs are going to show, even just a little bit. I like to cover my spider veins. I just like to make my skin tone a little bit more even. Vita Liberata Body Blur Body Makeup. I've been using this for years. I have it in the tan color. This is the light color. I apply it with a little brush like this, something that's a little bit denser, if you will, and just kind of apply it and then let it dry. If you let it dry, it is non-transferable, non-budgeable. I believe also waterproof. I mean, I don't like run out in the rain in it, but like sweat-proof, waterproof enough that your daily life activities are not gonna be, you're not gonna be dripping this down your legs doing school runs or errands or the grocery store or something like that. Just wanted to recommend it if you're a veiny lady like I am and you just wanna be able to kind of cover up those veins. The next thing I wanna mention is this Tula Gold Glow and Get It. It's an energizing, cooling, and brightening eye balm. This is just fantastic for it. You can see like it's a little bit glowy. This is perfect for under your eyes on no makeup or little makeup days where you're just putting on some kind of a tinted moisturizer or something. It's nice for kind of just brightening up that area. If you later apply makeup over top of it, no problem. You technically can use it under or over makeup to just kind of highlight and give a little glow under the eyes. So I've been using it for about 2 weeks now and I really like this. All right, the next thing I want to share with you is a product that, ooh, so good and so affordable. It is from L'Oreal, baby. This is the Infallible Brows, a 24/7 brow mascara. By far, okay, I have like a Kosas brow product that I've been using recently that I really love, but I got this one on a whim and I was like, wait a second. Even with the Kosas one, again, if I'm wearing very little makeup, I can just use that. But I often have a few little patches I need to fill in with a pencil. Sorry, there's like a pigeon outside my window. I have a lot of pigeon friends here at my office. You guys know I make friends with the animals wherever I go. And they have some pigeon friends. They usually heckle me in the morning from the rooftop over here. But then in the afternoon, they hang out on this ledge over here and they just watch me through these giant windows. They're looking at me right now and I feel like they're talking smack. Anyways, this product I can use and I do not need a pencil. I do not need anything else. I don't need anything on top of it. I don't need anything to hold my brows in place after that. It's just this, the L'Oreal Infallible Brows. I have it in the blonde shade. It's the perfect eyebrow shade for me. Highly high. I think I paid like $8 for this thing. By far and away the best. Now, I want to share with you, because I always do a little lippy combination, because I just love lip products and something I probably own way too many of. First thing is this pencil. This is called Skinny Dip. This is the overliner lip pencil. I got this at Sephora. What is the brand? I do not even remember. N.PH. I don't remember, but it's called the lip overliner. Technically, of course, meant for overlining your lips. It's actually not what I'm wearing right now, so this is not a good idea. Stop it, Angie. It's not what I'm wearing right now. I'll show you. And then I've been putting this NYX Lingerie XXL, I need to enunciate, in the shade Flaunt It. It's a liquid lipstick that's matte, so it dries down matte. I love this shade, love it. So these two together, and then over top of it, I put this Kosas Wet Lip Oil in the shade Unbuttoned. It's my new favorite every day, and you can do just this. You can do the lip liner with this. You do the lip liner with this. You can do this with no lip liner. Many a combo to be made. Love it so much. All right, let's move on to the exciting information I told you about. Number one, the Amazon sale happens in October. Almost every Amazon sale, I give away gift cards. Well, those gift cards I give away after the sale is over. And I feel like for a lot of people, of course, that's helpful, especially as we approach the holidays. Nobody doesn't want a $500 Amazon gift card. But I feel like what would be way more helpful is if you got the gift card before the Amazon Big Deal days in October. Don't you? I think so. That's what I feel like would be the best option. So what's going to happen is you're going to want to subscribe. You're going to want to stick around. You're going to want to sign up for the newsletter. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to give away gift cards leading up, as well as my normal giveaway gift cards that you'll enter during the sale as well. So technically you'll have 4, that looks like 8, but 4 chances to win these $500 Amazon gift cards. So definitely head down to the description box. I'll have a little thing to sign up to the email list, to my newsletter list, and you're gonna wanna keep your peepers there for where you can find out how to win one of those 2 that I'm going to be giving away leading up to the October Big Deals days. Now, secondary to that, I am also, as I can't remember if I've mentioned it in a video or not, already well into planning and creating all of my holiday gift guides, which I work very hard on. I work on them all year long. I feel like this year is going to be the best ever, and I'm very excited about it. I love doing the gift guides so much. So if you want to get first access to those gift guides, I will also have a sign up for that, because I am planning on doing some things a little bit differently this year, and I want to make it as easy as possible for you to find what you're looking for and not necessarily have to wait for each video to come out and stuff. So I've got some plans in regards to that. But if you're someone who loves the gift guides and you're interested in the gift guides, check the description box. There'll be a little bit more information about how you can get those early and before everybody else, basically. And the last thing is that I have got my Poshmark store back up and running. My sister, who is my part-time assistant, now that I've got this office space, she's able to help me get all that stuff out and start getting my Poshmark listings back up and running. So because obviously I purchase a lot of clothes, I go through clothing and end up reselling. I don't resell any like Target or Walmart, even though I purchase all of that with my own money. Even when a video is pigeons, even when a video is like sponsored by Walmart, they don't ever buy me the clothing. I always buy whatever I'm going to show with my own money. They don't tell me what to show, they don't tell me what to share, and they don't send it to me. So I will, but I still just, I don't resell the Walmart and Target clothing. It's going to be stuff that's from Anthropologie, Nordstrom, Free People, some of those things. So some premium denim, things like that. A lot of times the stuff is new with tags or very, very gently used, worn once kind of a thing. So part of doing this for a living is that I do have a copious amount of clothing and stuff, more than any one human could possibly wear. So I do resell a lot of those things on Poshmark. That is back up and running if you want to check out the Poshmark shop. I thought I would give that a quick mention. That is it for this favorites video. Whew, was this a long one? But hopefully if you stuck around to the end, you got the details on some stuff that's exciting, fun coming up. I'm thrilled to be working on the holiday stuff. I'm excited about that. And I'm also excited about the October deals days. I've already got my own personal wish list going. So that's it for this video, this favorites. I hope y'all had a fantastic September. It's not quite over yet, but I hope you've had a good September thus far. That's it for this video. And hopefully you'll subscribe, come back, and I will see you again very soon.